y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is another Monday and I am back with another video, and today's topic is AI evil and demonic? Y'all, this is such a touchy subject, but I want to start with a question that might make some people uncomfortable. Is AI evil and demonic? Now, let me be clear before anybody takes that and runs with it. I am not saying that AI is demonic. I am just asking the question, okay? Because anytime something new and something powerful enters the world, especially something that can influence how we think, what we believe, and how we create, it deserves to be examined, okay? So AI, if I'm being completely honest, has helped me tremendously. It really has. And when I first heard about artificial intelligence, probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and especially when I was introduced to ChatGPT, I was blown away. I was honestly amazed. And I remember thinking that there is no way that this is real. There's no way that this is legal, okay? What it did for my career was transformational. I could just type in a prompt and say, help me draft a proposal, clean up this email, edit this paper, expand this idea, help me organize my thoughts. And what used to take me, because I'm a procrastinator, what used to take me hours suddenly took minutes, sometimes seconds. It saved me so much time. It helped me to become more productive. It helped me move faster. It opened doors. I cannot tell you how many proposals I was able to submit because of ChatGPT, and got the gig or the job or whatever it was I was submitting for. I got it. And so for me, I never looked at AI as something that was creating for me from nothing. I was always putting in my ideas, my thoughts, my voice, and asking it to help me enhance or refine or organize what was already there, what was already in my head, okay? So for me, AI felt like a tool. It feels like a tool. But lately, I've been asking myself some harder questions, right? Because anything, no matter how helpful it is, can become harmful if it is used in excess or used irresponsibly. And I think we all know that, right? So I made a post the other day saying that we all use AI and don't even realize it. We use it from the GPS on our phone, predictive text, recommendations, customer service systems, and all the things, right? And somebody commented and said that the problem is not that kind of AI. The problem is generative AI. And so that was my first time actually hearing that term, okay? And if I had heard it before, I hadn't paid much attention to it. So I looked it up. And generative AI is the type of AI that creates content, writing, images, videos, music, things that did not exist before, right? And so that's where I started to understand why people were so concerned. Because now, now the question becomes, are we still thinking for ourselves? Are we still creating? Or are we slowly outsourcing our thinking? So mentally, I think this is where the danger can come in. If we rely on AI too much, do our brains get lazy? Do we stop exercising critical thinking? Do we lose our ability to discern? Do we lose our discernment? And then it gets even more concerning when you start seeing these, oh my God, these hyper realistic videos. I mean, these videos where you genuinely cannot tell if it is AI or if it is real. It's crazy. And so that kind of scares me a little bit, okay? Because if grown adults are struggling to tell the difference What about impressionable young minds? What about people who already struggle with discernment? That's getting dangerous, right? What about our kids? Our kids are growing up in a world where AI will have always existed, right? They will never know life without it. That's crazy. And so I have to wonder what that is doing to their mental health. What is it doing to their ability to focus? What is it doing to their cognitive development? What is it doing to their ability to just sit with a problem and think it through instead of immediately looking for a shortcut? And then there's another part of this conversation that I didn't even really know about until recently, and I will admit that, and kind of ashamed to admit that I didn't know it, but I did not know that AI data centers are using massive amounts of clean water, and I think that's another reason why people are so concerned with it. I didn't know that some of these facilities are being built in or near low-income neighborhoods. I do not agree with that. For me, that raises ethical questions. It raises environmental justice questions. It raises equity questions. And so then I find myself asking, okay, if AI is here to stay, and it is, what do we do? How do we use AI responsibly? How do we benefit from it without letting it harm us? How do we set the boundaries? And this is where my faith comes in, because I truly believe that if God did not want us to have the ability to create, to innovate, and build, I don't really believe that He would have given us the minds that are capable of doing so. The minds that are capable of creating such technology like AI. We are made in the image of God. And so that includes creativity, that includes intelligence, that includes innovation. But the Bible also reminds us in 1 Corinthians 10:23 that I have the right to do anything, but not everything is beneficial. So just because we can do something, just because we can do something, does not mean we should do it without wisdom. And then Romans 12:2 tells us not to be conformed to the ways of this world, but to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. So anything that weakens our thinking or dulls our discernment or replaces our dependence on God instead of strengthening it should give us pause. So when I ask, is AI evil and demonic? I am not talking about the technology itself. I am talking about how it is used. AI is a tool, just like a lot of other tools that we have at our disposal. It can be used to help us, or it could be used without wisdom, just like a lot of things. It should assist our thinking, but not replace it, right? It should support our work, but not erase our voice. It should free up time so that we can be more human, not less human. And it should never come at the expense of people or communities who are already carrying too much. So if AI data centers require massive amounts of clean water, then we need to be asking better questions. So my question would be, why are we not investing in technologies that use less water? Why are we not exploring building facilities near the ocean where water is abundant? Why are these data centers being placed in or near impoverished neighborhoods? neighborhoods that already struggle with environmental and infrastructure issues. Why are we doing that? So that's the part that matters to me. You know, progress should not come at the cost of vulnerable communities. It just shouldn't. Innovation without ethics is not advancement to me, right? So, no, while I do not believe that AI itself is evil or demonic, I do believe that unchecked systems and lack of accountability and profit without responsibility can absolutely harm. So then the other question is not whether AI exists. The question is whether we are willing to demand wisdom, equity, and discernment in how it is developed and how it is used. Because tools are neutral, okay? It is the hands and the heart behind them that matter, right? And so that's the conversation that I believe we need to keep having. Yeah. Let's keep having that conversation, because I honestly do not believe AI is going anywhere. I believe AI is here to stay, but we just need to be conscious about how we're using it. All right. That's all I got for you today. Bye.